Dr. Girish. This is my wife Pooja. So we got to know about the motherhood with our friends, and also it was near to her home. So we planned motherhood and she had antenatal visits also from the beginning year. She was showing to Dr. Bina Jaisi, and it was good, and all visits she had here, and it was normal. All help was given, and she couldn't attend to few LMS classes and all because she was not able to come here. And then Dr. Shifali Tyagi, she did the delivery actually. In that delivery day, she was weekly she was coming, and whenever she got the pain she admitted, and normal delivery only possible they were telling, and it was tried for the normal delivery. And we planned actually thought of inquired regarding epidural anesthesia, and it was there, and also we planned for epidural anesthesia so that she can tolerate the pain. So she was able to tolerate, and epidural anesthesia was also given, topics also were given, and the progression everything was good. And she delivered on 5th June at 10 p.m. Normally it's for the male baby, and it was good, 3.2 kgs. The main thing was delivery, everything went well and normal. The thing was with the child had a little bit depression, and that care was everything was good. But she had the baby had a depression, and it didn't cry immediately. So that is the issue that, and we couldn't still now I'm also a bit confused. It's a mistake or it happened how, and baby was depressed and it didn't cry. That's it was a greatest concern, and we were very anxious at that moment. And what Dr. Prashant sir and also Dr. Ali, my pediatricians were there, and immediately after delivery they stimulated, resuscitation was done and everything, and the baby also didn't cry better. So immediately they thought of shifting to NSU, and also a few minutes. That one thing good was they didn't waste any time, and immediately all possible options they were explaining me, and also they shifted to NICU, and also they went with the intubation and also ventilator support. So the baby, whatever they told us, acidosis was there and all. But after good support and everything, the baby improved with all the investigations. Later, after a few hours, it was improving actually. So that was good. And only thing is the initial depression, that is, and also he was telling all the examination and other things. So he was telling everything, the reflexes were normal, other things. And baby, the tachypnea, tachycardia and all were there. That gradually improved, and they were kept in ventilator for almost 1.5 days. So it was very good support, especially from the pediatric team, which I should tell the baby. With only the initially, it was whatever the acidosis were there, but later with everything, it keep on improving, and I was very happy. And also I was there with every time with many time I was in NSU, and I was discussing, and they were quite giving all the information, and they were open. That was very good, which I thought whatever there they were sharing, and also and they were telling it is whatever option we are telling you, and also giving the best, and we will hope for the best, and they were telling. And everything went well, and baby with 3 days it was there, and actually no feed was also given. Till then 3 days it was in NICU, and later they shifted, and yesterday 8th they started with the feeding first, and then the baby again it keep on improving, and it didn't had any problem. So they asked for direct feeding also. So direct feeding she gave yesterday, since the evening she gave direct feeding. So the baby was tolerating, and they shifted to ward in the yesterday evening itself. And that's good that they didn't keep for a long time in the NSU. But even then the baby was there 3 days, and it was one thing is it was very difficult to explain the parents, in-laws and other regarding the baby, and that is I experienced very anxious moment. But the baby part of it, it was very good and it went on improving, and it is now discharged and it is in the ward with the baby and it is feeding well, and also mother is doing well. Yeah, that the thing is that I really want to thank the neonatal team which they supported. Actually I thought because ANC was normal everything, but I didn't actually expected anything for the baby at least and the mother. And one good thing is normal delivery happened, only that the baby is little bit concerned, but whatever the concern was there, the neonatology team managed very well, and I'm hoping the baby will do well in future also. That's our wish, and also I thank the neonatology team very much, and also in the room wise and everything that is good, and the food whatever they provided, that also she was happy with the food what they provided, and everything, the nursing experience, especially the nurses.
Nursing care is also excellent, and everything is excellent over here. Especially I would like to thank Dr. Shifali, Dr. Prashant sir, Dr. Ali sir. Three people very much. We've got constant support from them. Very much.